So you're probably going to see a lot of B main control.
Like chip shop?
Starting with that cage that you see on the minimap.
Yeah, like, I don't know, mate. I don't know, my chat trolled me about this, and I'm just way too old for it, and they told me to troll you.
Yep. The defense historically.
Apparently it's like a cold palmer clip, it's like a football player.
Oh, okay.
That was almost, yeah, that was almost a clip.
It was pure chaos.
Dude, we had that crunch over towards middle, chat. I'm telling you, the success rate through the roof.
A catwalk push from both sides. But Moose, he wins the 1v1. That jump classic, that was some cold stuff from Odorous. Or was it Brock? I think it was Broctagon.
I think if you just say it confidently,
yeah,
people will believe you. You just got to sell out to it.
I think you're onto something here, bud. Odorous did put a cage in B main in the round previous. I imagine
what the hell? Yeah, what's that mean?
Future rounds. And that could be good because you can cross behind the box. So many different angles a defensive member has to hold.
Oxy with the outlaw though. That should farm up.
It's just going to be a contact play though. A triple swing.
Oh, okay.
And Mata, good grief.
Yeah, Moose might have gotten a bit more than
Oh my goodness, how? Oh, with the recon? Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I don't even think that was off of a dart. I think he just
I think what happened is the dart hit and the guy shot the dart and then he shot
this
back.
Is something you don't see every day.
That's what I think went down. It might have actually tagged him.
Normally it's Zeppa on the KO on this map, I believe. So a role change, but it's looking good. Mitch, he's very comfortable playing these flash initiators. It's something that he's done quite a bit on Oxygen.
You know, Mimi was talking about how Oxy back on the jet map has an opportunity.
They're gonna have
to really get things going.
Wait, honestly, they put so many sheriffs into this that there's gonna be some light armors, or at least they might have the guardian instead of rifleman, or like Andal.
Technical approaches to the map. But I do think she's kind of onto something here because, you know, we were talking about it on map 1. We saw it all of ECT.
Yeah.
It's feast or famine with him, and when he's on, nobody stands to him.
Yeah.
But when he's like slow and quiet, I mean, you could beat him.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Even good old me could beat him. No, I'm not gonna lie, this guy mollywopped me a lot of times. I think I beat him maybe one time ever. But yeah, the difference is when you're playing a double duelist comp, usually only one of the duelists tends to pop off, especially when you're running a Yoru raise. I feel like a lot of the setup is for that raise. The Yoru can be very hard to kind of get stuff
What are we doing here, man? Oxy
all the utility is for
absolutely sending it. Oh, this was kind of nice. Full pass and push on the bonus. Oh, bro, he took his time with that. He was waiting for the guy to stop moving there.
That didn't happen, and they just disrespected all of it. Disrespected the cage, disrespected the cam.
Oh, Mata's 8 HP.
But Fly has
I like this push though. I like this full pass and push that Omen flash off of it as well.
It's
nice.
With that aggressive push, they're up one member. They can really opt to just give all of A site. You have a molly on door that can be used, a deep alarm bot on B main to give you even more info. They should be more than willing to play a retake style against this. Mata, they know he's worse for wear.
The old swift breeze would take him down. 8 HP.
And that's why he's set up as a lurk here, but there's 3 members. Fly on the stagger might get some good info for him. Tags 2.
Wow. I didn't think
well, you can't.
What is that? He evens the numbers with the spam? Maybe that's a hard read into, you know, the years of playing with Vic.
Maybe. But I didn't think the knife was going to tag him, and for the spam to do so as well is criminal, quite frankly.
Oh.
Mata has been dealt with, disposed of.
What a headshot.
Big opportunity here for Cloud9 to get a big lead. Off of the flash, have not fully cleared out loose.
Yeah, and that's just the spike, and that's the round done. Oh, whoa, this guy needs to chill out, man.
Yeah, he got taken out.
This guy really needs to chill out.
A great start to the round, a great aggressive push from Cloud9. Trying to catch the members off guard, and they did just that.
Guy's really eager with the camera button.
Either an early timeout.
I don't know, I was a bit confused to be honest.
Something going on because we're not getting into the next round quite yet.
Yeah, it's
doesn't that guy look like familiar at all?
Good news.
Who?
But you know, maybe the good
the
news
guy
is
on
that
the
we're enjoying each
voice,
other's company
that's like
a
the one
little bit.
across.
Yeah, facts.
This is just more time for us
You have
to
to see it when it comes back on.
I'll check.
But there is unfortunately a type
Sapphire? I mean, yeah, but Sapphire's not in charge of cutting. Like that's not Sapphire's job. So.
Yeah?
Good one, buddy.
What can I say?
Good one, buddy.
As soon as we get it fixed, the game will continue.
Zeppa looks so comfortable on this stage.
He does. He did not No, actually.
Milan,
that's
hello,
Technical
hello.
isn't there speaking. That's not very professional.
He's looking good. I mean, the first
It's
map
just the
was
rest
a
of Cloud9 that
first map was
really kind of
stomp.
stumbled out of the blocks, but this is just such an
I'm not
entirely
letting
different
go.
start.
I'm not letting go of this handshake, Ender.
For those of you at home who are really confused about what's going on, Baby Bay was just handshaking Ender for what felt like 3 rounds. But we are getting back into the action again. Things looking really good for Cloud9. They win the bonus. A far cry from what we saw.
Not bad, Ryan. How many people are in it?
Setting the pace. I mean, it's been proactivity from them this time around.
Ryan, this is where you tell me it was a 6-person tournament.
Good Valorant being played. When you see players making plays and executing them correctly, like they
16?
have
Hey, that's good.
around onto the bonus, it really can set you. It can set you up for success.
Yeah.
When you have the Odin online already for Zeppo, a very scrappy buy from MXS.
Yeah, they just leave in the
is
site
free A
and
site. The thing is,
broke
there's
by.
already 4
I mean, this
members
got
here
buffed
ready
recently.
to flood in.
Smoke will keep
Maybe.
it. The drone has to be used to try to funnel out, but it's instantly cleared. I don't.
They have a really good
Find
chance.
their
A
way
big
through,
jewel on short.
Come hell or high water, they seem to be
Oh
making it
my.
work until they run into Vic, until they run into Oxy. And the door is slammed shut on the round.
There's too many members there and completely outgunned. The timing on Mitch, yeah, was phenomenal. It was a great entry from Odorous. But it's just not enough. You have 3 players in heaven, basically just posted up like they're in the shooting range. Now the spike is down at door.
That's just such a miserable choke to try to get through.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as that smoke goes up, you're not going to dry.
And does he see the back of the Omen
What's
here?
the first tool we have? Oh, we have the drone. Let's get out that way. That gets cleared instantly, and then you have the spam that you're trying to dance around, and it's just really tough to get through. And you kind
I
of
feel like
see
this
that
Omen,
play out.
if he
And
ever
honestly,
checks heaven,
that
he
was
probably
what the
won't
little bit of
because
success
these
found.
positions are good. They
had
don't have to
made
do
their way
anything,
out of
but
the choke. They had made their way to switch.
you would
Then
see
they
his
just-
gun.
I mean, they just died a couple of steps later than you would have expected them to.
Yeah. The flood from heaven can be so strong, especially with the firepower. Oh, sound
That's
being
so
made.
funny.
Vic, he'll find a 3rd to the round, and he is online and ready. Cloud9 up 4-0 on this Ascent defensive side. It's looked good. The closest round we've had so far has been that pistol. Maybe an op can be invested into this next round for Cloud9. I think 1 member dropped.
Silent drop that? Yeah,
The
you can.
economy is looking
You
nice.
can silent
Fox is
drop all
feeling
the
it.
way, but
Once he gets going with
It's,
that weapon, it's going to be even more
it
impressive
is
for the
pretty hard.
attacker side.
Well, I wonder how much he has already found success with the Outlaw. Remember, they bought an op for him on Bind, and he instantly got popped. They never did it again. But this is obviously a different story. It's a different map, and he's on Jet.
And they're going head-to-head. The op right here.
That little off angle is so tricky. Mada's got to be quick on the trigger,
Damn.
but Oxy's faster.
yeah, no one really plays that off angle
Good
with an op,
trade
to be
from
honest.
Odorous. That was so quick.
That thing looked like it was in slow motion, too. A little bit of spam coming through. Odorous down to 16 HP.
Wow.
Wait, what? We spam back?
The counter op, the counter
Dude,
Odin.
the Odin. Dude, this map.
It's Brock that's out on top because there's no trade.
And now they got the Hunter Fury, too. Brock with a tag onto Vic.
Ooh, there's a
Not
nice
able
TP from him to
deal
dodge
with
this.
death.
The crazy thing is, was the molly from Moose all the way on that B site. That dealt death onto, I believe it was Odorous, who was tagged up low.
Again, you got to say it confidently, man.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out who it was. I was like, wait a second.
3v3, Brock looking to hold the line, still has the Odin in his hand. Light armor, 2 shots to deal with, but it's not going to matter. The first bit of spam coming through, warning shots, a threat of what's waiting on the other side. The anticipation, the need to go, and the need to go very soon. How do they find a way in? How do they crack this thing open?
Oh my.
Off the paranoia, Brock's on the swing, not able to settle shots at first. Finally drops Moose. And Whippy anchored back sight, trying to do it all on his own, and
Oh,
he will.
close
That's
though.
around for
Got
MXS.
real close.
The replacement comes in huge in the
Yeah,
1v1.
I mean, honestly, they did
but that
good.
retake, it was so hard for Cloud9. All things considered. Flya popping that KO ultimate. There's no util that can be used.
It's the classic
on
though.
defending side
Win
to
one
flood
with one
into the
person.
site with. And Brock with the Odin.
All we
I
need
mean,
in this map is an Odin and op.
it's a good pair.
Yeah, the Odin on
That's
attack
just
is
tough, man.
honestly
They
really
invest
strong.
in ult and everything, and like, that's a tricky spot to be in. You're right. You mentioned the trade off of the op kill at the very beginning on Oxy. That changes a lot, man.
Yeah.
If Oxy's able to get 2 there, the round's effectively done.
Yeah, and you could tell that Oxy was not ready at all for that second player. Thought it was just going to be the op leading. And it's not
What
every
is
day that you
this?
see an op bot on the
Recon to
attacking side of
here.
Ascent like that.
He's like trying to. Is he not trying to do the comm ult, but he
Oxy
missed
can
the recon?
invest into the mini op, the outlaw. A lot of the members of MXS are on light armor, and he is aware of that. A lot of util being used, a lot of info util being used from MXS.
Damn, this was nice with the tag. We insta-send it over.
There was nowhere for Moose to go.
Shot.
Clean shot out from Oxy onto Odorous, though. To try to stabilize things, get him back to 4. The spam comes through, but the attack has landed onto the site. They're getting the spike down. And again, it's going to be
T9's IGL. Apparently for this is Mitch, which makes sense.
Can they find more
But
success
they said they
here?
were keeping it like pretty
Mata playing around the smoke, trying to
huggy.
play around the drone. Again, cleanly disposes of Mitch before Oxy's able to trade him back. As Cloud9 seem to get a little bit more room here. They have a little bit more as far as numbers go. Off the swing, Brock arrives. A 1v1, 43 HP though. Time is on his side. No real idea if he's clean through. That's a fake TP, and he has no idea.
Oh yeah, the fake TP was lovely on this. He thought the spike was planted at the back, so he went for the smoke, and then the TP could have been in the smoke as well. This was pretty smart from him. Yeah, he played that really well.
On where that smoke was, because he was already pushed all the way up towards boat. What a sick outplay. The 1v1, now Vic. Like I said, he's heating up right now. And the entries from Mata, they were great.
Yeah.
Yeah, much of an ask, though.
Vic has been the sweet spot for me here. He's currently, what is he at, 7-3?
7-3.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
great
I mean,
start
this
for
was
him.
the classic
There's a
though.
lot of
This
players
was the
popping
full
off right
reset.
now on Cloud9,
Win
but
one, lose the
the
next,
Omen,
money's
it
in
can
the
be so
bin,
oppressive to play against, especially
and another
the
audio
anchored
thing.
potential. Later in the half, when he gets tested a lot more towards that A side.
The hero attack Odin. They got nice as well.
Might see him just pop off.
Yeah.
They could just go for like a split B. Could be kind of nice when you're spamming.
Maybe if you guys know any songs, you can teach us a couple songs, something like that. We may have some time here to talk things through. This is TechBall's admin. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I've seen TechBall's admin before.
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
Do you not think he looks a bit?
I don't know. That's
A little bit.
Must be
Or
some
maybe that's a
serious
bit too
stuff
late for
going
you.
on.
I think the camera just went by him. I think I have to again next time.
I see Moose smiling on the
Every
stage.
single time the camera's like, we don't speak for like 3 rounds. And I was like, does that kind of look like?
Yeah, they kind of look the same.
Very defensive side. It's very hard to
I
get
know,
stuff
I need
going on
to-
the attacking
need
side,
to keep an eye
especially
out
when
for
you
it.
lose pistol, especially when you lose bonus. This game could be so snowbally
I
at
can
times.
see slightly, yeah.
And with the
A little bit. A little bit. I'm not saying like we're not
lot.
twins, but
if you keep investing into these rounds and not converting, before you know it, this could be a 10-2, it could be a 9-3.
Yeah. You just kind of get hit at the beginning of the round and you blink and then, yeah.
It's done.
It's like, what happened?
for some
And
reason
there's
that
only
guy.
so much you can do on this attacking
Now I'm
side
doing
in
this
terms
thing where I
of
just think everyone looks
IGLing
like
and
someone.
strategy.
Now I think this guy looks like
I
this
mean, really,
disco, and no one's gonna get that reference. So.
There is
Setups that
probably only me and
defensive
you
side
that get
can
that
make.
reference.
Which is either a mid-fight,
Right.
or a
But that
3-2
one
either way.
is actually
You know,
accurate.
3 on A, 2 on B, vice versa.
Really find someone that looks like Mackie now, and then we.
There's only 3 ways that you could play the map on the defensive side. Other
He
than
he
pushing.
lives in a
That's the
bay
depth
from,
of
I
the
think.
playbook there. I'm being told we're going
Who
back
Mackie?
into
Oh, they
the
opened
Yeah.
in Brighton, right?
Yeah.
live.
Like Jamie and stuff.
And
Yeah,
so, yeah, right back into the fold of things. Mata with the blades. You see the setup there for him. They tried getting him a pick early on. They've invested.
Yeah, this is
the
what I
dart.
thought they were going to be doing with it
To
as
get him
well.
some info and some
Fast.
space, too. If
We
they
got the
try to
Odin
force
spam
their way
over
to do
towards
this,
B,
it's
and then you
gonna
go
be
for the
tough.
B
They don't
split.
really
It's
have
kind
the
of
time
nice,
to
but
use
that
the
is some
setup
huge
here.
shots, bro.
And this is where the massive amount of numbers of
Yeah, he
Cloud9
played
are.
awesome.
Straight into the teeth of the defense.
See, that first
they
and
get
second
picked
shot was
apart.
everything.
Too easy, and like I said, Fly identified, okay, there's only been 2B for the last couple of rounds, but it doesn't even matter because Vic from A-Site can put a one-way on market. He could smoke B main. The flood can happen. This case didn't even need to happen because Mitch was just there, straight up bodying kids, that's it. Sit down. The jet knives off of Mata there too. When you're coming out of that smoke, sometimes you can be disoriented. Don't know which way to look exactly.
And that half a second is all it takes.
Yep.
Especially when you've got shooters like that.
Mitch looking very comfortable on the KO on this map. Oxy.
Speaking of looking comfortable,
Pretty...
he just waltzed his way down into mid.
Gone in a second, and that kill causes the instant
Okay,
reaction.
full retake on...
Wow,
The
the
paranoia, they
Full
find a
retake.
little bit more,
Yeah,
though.
I feel like... Can't even speak. They're just going to fast
Still
flood
perched up in
this.
heaven,
Okay, well, maybe.
looking over the side
Wow,
of the
man,
Guardian
he
Angel
is
for Cloud9
annihilating
gets
people.
And
They
he's
all
just
have...
feasting
Do
right
they not
now.
all have heavy armor apart
Feasting on
from
these MXS
2?
members.
3 on the round for him. 11 and 4 so far. Mimi was right, man. Put him back on the jet, and it's a different story.
But also, it's the buys from MXS, the light armor.
Yeah, that's not helping the situation at all.
The Outlaw is so good against that. That's why this gun was brought
This
into
is
the
great.
game. To punish players for investing in light armor and Vandals, or Phantoms, whatever you call it. Whatever you want to do. Right now, there hasn't been really much conditioning that MXS has shown on this attacking side. They
That's
haven't really been
poor
able
guy.
to set themselves up for later in the half.
We didn't get a 7-1 yesterday, so that was good for him.
Again, and it was, mind you, it wasn't fully just him waltzing down mid by himself. There were 2 members that were pushing in from arches, but for Oxy to be able to land those 2 shots and then get the 3rd has just been really clean. Again, 11 and 4 for him. He's got blades
They
on
keep
line.
doing this thing where they spam the Odin back,
Yeah,
but
and he's
I
not gonna
love
need
this
to
from
invest much more
Zeppa.
than the Outlaw either. It's back on light armor for everyone on the side of MXS.
Oh.
Yep. You use that thing like a freaking shotgun.
Too easy.
Dude, look at the HPs of them as
Such
well.
a fast
They're
approach from
farming
MXS.
on
They're
B.
really
All the
running
ecos
right now
always
from
go
the
B.
side, not really working the map.
No.
Even when they try to, they're getting picked off by that mid walk, like you said.
Yeah, and this, I mean, this round may be a little different. We can kind of.
Oops.
Well, that was not the intended.
Hold on. This might be one of his first times playing Sobal on this map. Wait.
I thought he was gonna do it.
I know
Through all of
exactly
this,
where you are.
it's still a 2-up. There was an opportunity there for a very brief moment, but Otis is just gonna be outnumbered. Zeppa with 3 on the round.
I mean, Zeppa's doing great,
Just
man.
another clean-
But they keep
clean
going B with the
situation for
ecos, so
Cloud9
it's
off
a little
the
bit
backs of Oxy.
inflated.
Yeah, and there was honestly, even at the end there was a follow-up Omen flash from Vic who jumped down catwalk to mid that got all of lane. So
I'm not
even if
liking
there was a
this
player
a
with
bit of like
rifle
a
out there,
glorified ranked
he
game.
would've died anyways.
This?
Yeah,
Oh, it
so
really is a glorified rank game. These
good
kind of
protocols
tournaments
right now being
normally
shown from
are,
Cloud9.
where it's
Yeah.
Good
like
reactions.
stand-ins,
with their
like
aggression
4
so far.
teams
This is something
that
that
are
we
like
struggled with doing a lot.
kind of trialing players, but also
How
have
do
like
you
not their
solve
full team.
struggles on the attack side
I guess
of
it's kind of the
Ascent?
nature of like an open
MXS,
qualifier
I mean,
tournament
something
as
has
well.
to change.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, this is one of those halves where you
Like
could
some
even
good
play
mix.
a
It's like
perfect round.
back in the day when
It's
you'd have
where
like the
there's only
invite
one
for like
person there and
UK
still losing.
qualifier or
He's gonna
something. Just get like
ultimate
that mixed
He's
team.
Yeah,
of
you try and
players
need to
that
pick
would-
up.
Keep an eye on
Yeah.
Mana back there as well. They fully closed the walls in, but the spike is sitting back in main.
Ooh, it was a nice
It
shot
was
from
an
him.
excellent idea, an excellent setup, and it seemed like it may have slipped out of their hands, but they've managed to salvage the situation at least for a little bit longer. Disaster.
Oh, this guy's
avoided
dead, right?
now. An
Ooh.
opportunity for MXS to get another round on the board. Fly will fall, yes.
Oh,
Everything crumbled.
bro, they
for
can't
MXS.
even buy a round on this.
Vic did such a good job of just tucking back sight that entire time.
Does have
It
armor.
was such a good bait play from Cloud9.
The setup was great. They dropped the Omen smoke deep into the spawn. They TP jet paths all the way up mid, so they've got the site essentially enclosed in. The problem was they lost the spike on main.
Yeah, the problem was Oxy.
Yeah, again, it was Oxy, and that slows everything down, and then they're able to deal with Oxy, yes, but at that point, all of that time window's lost.
It's such a smart play of Duelists to take the fight into B main when they know they're getting split on like that.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, go back and just die for free? That's what
Right.
happens most of the time.
Right.
You're going to get crunched. Taking control
Yeah,
of all
now
B
they
main
just got
there,
all their
getting
ults as
one,
well.
That's great. Getting 2, round over right there.
Yep.
It's third
Honestly,
map.
he didn't even
Sunset,
have to peek and
pretty
fly
much
if he
going
didn't
there.
want to, but he's hot right now. He's just feeling it. And he's back on the Outlaw. Who would have thought?
There's a little bit of full armor on the side of MXS this round for Flya and Mata. But that doesn't negate the fact that there are 3 members there that are easy picking if given the opportunity.
Mata does get tagged by that drone from spawn. This should paint a picture for Flya of what the setup could
What the
look
hell,
like.
Bacan?
Most likely Sova and Killjoy towards the B, especially with this turret being found out by Odorous. Wants to do nothing about it though, doesn't break it. He will break it now, and that's like
3
this
people with
is
light
gonna
armor
be
for this
nasty.
guy.
Is there a flash setup for this?
Yeah, but even if there is, I don't know if it can actually connect.
There's got to be something to protect this. As soon as he heard the molly go out, he knew pressure was coming. The paranoia goes out. He's going to be ahead of this.
No way
He
that
gets
hits.
Another filthy shot. And now blades pop. Nice bit of HP.
God, look at him go.
Knives looking
Overheat incoming. Yeah.
But he spammed through the smoke.
30 seconds left.
Whippy taking care of him, and now a 3v3. The spike's still not out onto the side as Broadcaster's all online. No real position to put it as Vic draws a line in the sand.
Ooh, we waited for our guy to swing heaven as well. That was nice.
And it's beautiful from both Oxy and Vic. I said it, later in the half, when they start going towards A, Vic will be able to show off his skills of anchoring. It's beautifully done. I mean, he makes it look easy. These Omen players, whether it's Bang, Superman, now Vic, he's going to be in contention in the running.
Press 5 Vic, yeah, Vic's good.
These players can just be devastating on that A site. A good idea, great paranoia, but Oxy, he was ahead of that as well. He already had the dash pre-popped, and now we're seeing an op out of Vic.
And a rifle back in the hands of Oxy.
He wants to get active.
Last round of the half, MXS looking to salvage this brutal start on Ascent.
And I'm not sure if Mata spotted Oxy here on the jump spot. But it won't matter. I think maybe they did. That's why they peeked him with 4.
That's what it takes this map, to clean him up.
They're lucky he didn't have an operator this time around. Zeppa again with the Odin. Sitting at 14 and 4. What a maniac. He's honestly looked like one of the best in the server on both maps.
Yeah, he really has. If nothing else, Zeppa has had an incredible series so far. A 4v4 here. You hear the ult used by Brock. Trying to get a tag. Does get a little bit of info onto Vic.
Okay, all cancels it. That was nice.
He's going to try to push this here. There are 2 members waiting on the other side of this door.
Yeah, and they can just combo pretty well, though. We got Killjoy ult. We got anything for the Killjoy ult. KO's used his nades. I don't think we have anything for this.
Slow down for a little bit on the other side of this lockdown.
Other than the fact it's a good plant.
This is going to be tough for MXS. They're going to have to flood in if they want to get the second round.
Bro, is this Omen Flash not going to wreck them?
Snags a kill on a Zeppa, though.
I mean, the smoke setup is so nice out from Vic. As soon as the lockdown goes down, there's another smoke they have to deal with. There's so many
we tapped it a little bit late, but...
Cloud9 has already gotten the defuse to half. Spam coming through as Mata gets 3 on the round. Moves
holy hell. Yeah,
That's
honestly, I think they thought it was this plant, and so they did like the Omen Flash early to try and stick it, but then the timing was a bit off. So the flash into the insta-stick would have been nicer.
I don't know if MXS has it in them.
Valorant, the smoke off spam no matter where. Yeah.
Cloud9, but they'll be the ones going to the defensive side. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back.
When we're using it on maps where you can't plant against walls, it's a worrying sign. Oxy had no armor. You sure it's just not the bug? There's a bug at the moment which says that everyone doesn't have armor, so it might just be that. Where's that plant better than the planting angle? You gotta think of angles of spamming. With the Jenny angle, you're kind of in a line on the corner here, than the choke point. Like if you just draw the choke point here, and you got this plant, like you're always at this line. So to spam back, you pretty much have to be here. This plant here, it gives you way more options, right? You just open up everywhere. You can be anywhere in this choke point. So that's why it works. That's why it's a little bit better, because the spam back is just so much harder. Even though there's a vision block, you create, instead of having like this box where you can spam, you create this box. Minnie, thank you so much for the 28 months. Thank you, thank you. How would you go about fixing this smoke spam meta? Get rid of pinging, to be honest. If you really wanna get rid of it, get rid of pinging. And make it actually have a little bit of skills. The teams have to practice it and line it up with things that are above the smoke.
Well, much like we saw in Bind,
But I'm
on the other side of the coin, it was a stomp. of the first
Hello?
half. But this,
What'd you say?
Trey, you could say this
I ran
was a
another
bit more
app and I lost
expected
you
again,
into view.
given the
It's kind
map,
of crazy.
given the fact that
Oh,
we saw.
dude, you can
I
have
don't
none at
even
the end of
know
this.
if
That's
it was
crazy.
expected just because Cloud9 looked very
Honestly,
bad.
losing 100 every time you spam ads.
And they did.
They had
I know.
some brightness on the attacking side, but their
Your
defense
bank
was
account will thank you though.
abysmal. Now this map, they have
Hopefully, man,
looked
I'm getting
great.
on
They're
four.
back. Doug.
Okay.
They're completely back in it.
Not enough
10-2
cut of the
is such
prize
an
money.
enormous lead to have. And if they can win the pistol round
And
attack,
like,
this might
I'm gonna
end
be
it.
out of a job
Might
after
be a
kickoff as well,
13-2
because
victory.
Neil's gonna
Yeah,
get
this-
into a
I mean,
fight
this
with me
is
and he'll knock
probably
me
the
out,
most
and
difficult
he'll be the
pistol
one that gets to
of
keep
the
his job. So
Oh, I see.
But-
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in hospital for 2 weeks and
Taxes.
lose my job.
Dumb.
Comebacks on Ascent.
So lose.
We'll see what
It is
we're
a
doing.
lose.
You saw
Senkets, thank you so much,
Will
man.
the crowd
Senkets,
back
appreciate
into
the
this.
8 months.
As
Thank you so
Oxy is
much for
looking
that.
to will his team over to Sunset.
What just happened to Flya?
Yeah, he's got absolutely tamped.
Left, right, good night.
He just got obliterated.
And then as soon as you see, as soon as you see the KO jolting over towards middle,
There is 2 trips
you
here.
kind of realize that it's the classic
odorous.
pistol where everyone wants to fight over towards middle, double short. It wasn't a
I don't
double
know if
short,
there's
but
much he can really do here with
you
that
would
man being
imagine after
shown
seeing
as
that guy
surely
there,
a
you think
shot
it's a
darter.
3-2.
Something.
So this should be more comfortable that no one's on site here. Ooh, that was pretty cool reaction.
He's back.
Got hit by the trip into the dash.
He's incapable of doing wrong on this map. It certainly seems like. But Brock on the counter, 2 kills found, paranoia at the ready.
Yeah, has no idea how many were through door here.
A little bit off the mark.
They still got really good crossfire until Moose decided to heavy swing into sight for no reason.
MXS is looking to push this thing back. It falls down to a 1v1. Mata against Vic. Vic 27 HP. Mata not much better off. And the spike has been ticking. Vic looking left, looking right, and spotting
Give me a
Mata.
short one.
The pistol the way of Cloud9.
He's the A-site god right now. Vic, the 1v2. Played it so well. So aware of how much of his body was exposed, going left and right.
I mean, what do you do when you've got Oxy and Vic playing like this?
Nothing, you just lose. Look at that, first blood onto Flya. Flya had no chance there. And yeah, Brock got a lineup kill, but this 1v2 from Vic, he played it to perfection. When the right click hits, am I right? So RNG sometimes.
Bit of an investment here from MXS, and reasonably so. Understanding there's presence on the other side, the counter
Yeah.
spam will.
So go for the force buy and defense.
Oh man.
And this guy's already on 33 HP. Whoa, nice shot. Little dash across as well. Well, that's the map done. Dude, Oxy just took over 21 to 9.
So different from what MXS were able to do on the
He
attack.
blocks the dash as well. That's outrageous.
He blocked the dash?
That's the new tech, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Damn,
This
dude.
is wraps. You called it. If the pistol doesn't go their way, we're looking at a 13-2. You may have been right.
Yes, might be the fastest map of the tournament. We'll have to keep track later on. Yeah, I know what you were going to say, buddy. This is only the second map of the tournament. Got
Exactly
you.
what I was
Got
gonna
you. No, but seriously, this could really be one of the fastest maps of the tournament.
I mean, they are low-key, like, speedrunning.
You don't think
Yeah.
they should remove pings? It sounds like it's a band-aid fix. I mean, it is a band-aid fix, but what are you going to do? Just remove the bullets from every single gun, lower to what it is so that no one can spam?
Oxy, Zeppa, Vic, we've talked about all three of
And
them.
then you just
they've
make
given
the
us
Odin
plenty of
better
things
and
to talk
better.
about. Can MXS delay this for a little bit longer? Whiffy's getting 2 with the Bulldog, not able to connect onto the third. Again, a 2v2 this time. All on the hands of Vic. We talked about how good he's been.
Yeah,
And
he took a
almost
little
did
bit
it
too long on
again,
that kill.
but Flya saves the day.
Yeah,
We'll play at least one more.
Yeah, he had a real chance right there.
And that was after the real messy first couple of shots on that first kill.
Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, if he gets that first kill a little bit quicker, he'll be
knows?
more prepared for the wide swing.
Dead
Flya
players
there.
can't ping. I would prefer that as well.
Maybe have a little bit more health in the tank.
I
like
think
Stinger,
dead players
especially
can't
if
ping
you're
would be
low, just
nice.
shred some
You'd still get
gun.
the same thing. Like people would
don't
just
really
take their
have to
time to
stop
ping, but at
shooting
least
that
there's
gun.
like
So the peak looks
the chance of getting
insanely
punished
fast.
for it, I guess.
But it still smiles from the side of MXS, even though they're getting mollywopped on this map of Ascent. Their pick.
I'm going to give you a mollywop counter. You're
Or they
currently
could just
3.
Nice.
change map design.
It's only been the second map.
That's the fundamental issue,
Bot's
really.
already dead. Odorous is 2. And this might be wraps.
If
Dare
you
I
love the
say it
gung
for
ho,
a
I'm gonna
fourth time?
send it
No,
on
no, no,
top
no,
3.
no. You got to spread it out at least a little bit. Moose down to 11 HP.
Yeah, it's
You're just getting
I mean,
rolled.
it's just one of those. It's like we were saying with the mixed vibes earlier.
Yeah.
Freeze
It's
to the
such a
round.
mixed vibe.
Yeah, ladies and gents, this might
I
be
think that'll be
curtains.
interesting because I know he'll be like starting up a lot.
Oh,
great dart.
Brock able to get one, but still an advantage the way of Cloud9. It doesn't seem to be getting any smaller anytime soon.
Yeah, Vic was so ready for that swing from Flya, the containment.
How did they
Doesn't
fix
really have a
Paul?
choice. He
I mean, we
has to
don't
do
even
the
know if Paul's
numbers,
fixed, to
but
be honest. We
Zappa's
didn't see it for
waiting
long
for it
enough.
as well.
But you're...
Safety valve.
Yeah.
The problem with what you're saying
Just
is
when you think you
you
found
want
a
to
time
change
window,
every single map, every single gun.
Another slap.
Is it not just easier to get rid of the... Is it not just easier to do the Band-Aid
There was a
fix?
little bit of fight, at least. I'm glad you're good, bro. There was at least a little bit of fight when it came to Bind, but that was just, I mean, from beginning to